So without further ado, man, I want to welcome to you and everyone tuned in, motherfucking OG, one of my favorites of all time, Sandman.
Yes,
welcome to the show, man.
What's up, Kane?
What's up, family? It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here, first and
shout
foremost.
Out to everybody tuning in, Yadibox.com, TakeOverAt10, you know what I mean?
For sure, man.
What's
and
going on?
Like I said, man, I was so glad I bumped into you at the Cypher down at Love Park a few weeks ago. Shout out to I know Brosco, my man. He's been on the show a few times, and he introduced us in person. And
you took an ill flick that night.
Word, I told you that's what I do on the side too. You know what I mean?
Motherfuckers is trying to duplicate that puck. Like I see a couple half-ass jaws on the gram. I was playing.
Word, yeah, that's what I do too, man. You know what I'm saying? But so again, man, it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here, man. Again, for those who tuned in, man, this man is one of the nicest you're ever going to hear. And, I mean, a lot of people know about you. A few who might be just came along in this hip-hop shit, might not be so familiar.
Right.
I'm just curious, how long have you been on this journey, man? Like, when did it begin? Because I know...
MCing.
Yeah, because I know we come from somewhat the same era, man, and I know in the 90s you was getting busy. So, overall, man, how long has this journey been going for you?
Man, I've been in the streets rhyming and respected for it since 13. Like running around high schools, going to people high schools, South Street, Broad and Diamond, Broad and Erie, Temple. You know, just before the internet, you had to be who you was and to let your name spray. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
I was really hype about getting my name heard. I thought I was nice, and the only way to do that was get in the streets.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Now, back then at an early age, man, again, because we come from a different era, was there a particular, maybe Philly artist who you might have heard as a young buck when you were 10, 11, 12, 13, that made you want to say, you know what, man?
Yeah, Schoolie D, Colonel C, the band called Lux, that's about old head. Schoolie D, about old head real life. Rest in peace, Tommy Hill was a nigga who inspired me, the whole Ram movement.
Word.
Shit. Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, there's a lot of shit going on. Tough Crew, you know what I mean? It was around.
For sure. Shout out to all of them, man, real shit. OGs in the game. Indeed, for sure. And they definitely was putting on back in them times. So, rumor is, man, you was mentioned that at an early age you was getting busy, but it's also was told to me that at the age of 15 years old, you were offered a deal with Rough House, right? With Rough Nation,
Rough House
Columbia.
Yeah.
At 15 years old, man, and I got a 16-year-old son, and I'm trying to picture him, like, damn, getting a deal at his age. So, I mean, so that's true. Then you were offered a deal at 15.
Yeah. You know what? How the fuck did I stumble across that? Oh, I was on South Street rhyming, and a lady walked up to me after a cipher and gave me a card. She was like, "My name Lady G. I'm an A&R at Rough House, Columbia Records, call me." I said, all right. I took that shit home to my mom. And my mom was my acting manager. Shout out to you, Mom. Love you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, and, I took the joint home to my mom. She was going over it or whatever the case may be. And then they called the crib and was like, yo, we want you to bring him down. Like, we really want to hear him. We're interested, Blasey Skip. Mind you, this is the first time I'm ever dealing with it on a business level.
Word.
You feel me? So I
Right.
didn't really know what to expect. Anyway, we go down there, and they gave us like a bag, like a complimentary bag.
Okay.
And that bag was the only 3 artists they had at the time. Like, they CDs and T-shirts. It was Larry Lair. Shout out to my boy Larry Lair.
Larry Lair, what up?
Logan Viley. The Fugees dropped the score in Cypress Hill.
Wow.
Right? So I was familiar with Cypress. The Fuji shit blew my mind when they played it. Like it just didn't hit me yet at the time. And we was going to do the deal, and when we came back down, my mom agreed. You know what I'm saying? We were supposed to do the paperwork, and I got kicked out of public school and sent to the school in West Philly called Cato, and a school for bad boys, what have you. Back then it was all boy joint, and she let me go back down to the fucking meeting, man. And had me think I was going to sign some papers, and it embarrassed me and told that lady I was fucking up in school. And if I can't do that, I can't do shit. That's just how she told her. And her being, guess Lady G is Larry Lair's sister.
Okay.
So that fucked me up. I didn't know that then.
Word.
But after getting to know Larry Lair, me and him had a conversation 15 years later. And he like, yeah, that's my sister, by the way.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So Yeah.
Wow, that's some history right there for you, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mom Dukes, man, because she felt probably at the time she was doing what she was doing was best for
I
you.
wasn't
Right,
ready for this
right.
shit.
Right.
I wasn't ready. And you know, I had a couple different chance deals. This is gonna fuck you up too. I remember the skating ring Wild on the boulevard?
Of course. USA
Right.
back in the day.
Right. I used to have tea nights up there. I used to hang up there. My mom moved up there, and I used to hang up there. And the skating ring, nothing really to do in the Northeast. Hip hop and NBA Jam, that's what was going on in there. You know what I'm saying? So I slide up there a couple weeks. I remember going up there. It was like maybe 2-3 other black kids in there, whatever the case may be. Everybody around out running NBA Jam. I remember this shit vividly. And it was like a line to play the games. So a beat came on, and some niggas just started flowing. I was like, yeah, right. And I didn't recognize the rhyme, so I automatically assumed he wrote it. No Quentin Miller shit. So I automatically assumed he wrote it. And I turned around and was like, I rap. So we started spitting. Come to find out 2 more dudes and they were spitting. So now we got a little cipher. Next week we come back, it's like 14 of us. So when the joint was over, everybody was catching the bus going to Bridge and Pratt. I had to slide up the Northeast. So the owner slid by me in a 500 Benz, red John, coming in the boulevard. He like, your bus over there, right? I'm like, no. I live on Academy and Woodhaven Academy. He's like, yeah. I get a ride. So I get in with the owner, right? His name was Mark. It was Mark and Steve. They used to own the Roxy in New York. These motherfuckers was major. Found this out because my mom's got in bed, like I tied my mom to him.
Word.
So he dropped me off and he was like, you know, you got a nice little crowd with the little bebop thing you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we can make that, you know what I mean, a staple up here. I'm like, yeah. He's like, who your manager? My mom. Took his number, called her. A week later, my mom told me we going up the skating ring. I'll never forget, it was like Tuesday. I'm like, the fuck we doing? Get ready to go up the skating ring. On a Tuesday, we get in the John, we come in, he like, hey, Princess Perry. My dad used to call my mom Princess.
Okay.
So he like, Princess Perry, Positive Dual Productions, right? I'm like, who the fuck is Positive Dual Productions? So by the time I gave them this card, they done invented a company and all kinds of shit. Wow. That ain't tell me nothing.
Wow.
So we walk into this meeting, so he like, I just want to do whatever the kid want to do. You know what I mean? So my mom look at me like, what you want to do? I'm like, I don't know, what can we do? He was like, whatever is hot. Whatever is hot, whatever you want to do. So we came up, this one Daisy Dukes was popping. Look at them girls with Daisy Dukes.
Right.
So we had Daisy Duke contest up there. I went and found my DJ, my man DJ Tech 9, man. This was one of the thoroughest boys I ever knew. And what fucked everybody up was he was fat, 6'4", 6'5", and looked like a hillbilly. Nobody thought he DJ. He was in there fucking it up. Hired him, and we performed. Long story short, my mom started booking big artists, Chub Rock, shit like that coming down there. One day we in there, and I do my thing, whatever the case may be. This boy will come up to me, honest to God, give me, he said, what's your name? I said, my name Daytime. He was like, nice, you love rap? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, me too. I love this shit. He said, I do this for a living. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to start a company, man. Bad Boy Arista. So I'm like, word? He like, yeah. He's like, got a pen? I'm like, no. No, he said, you got paper? I'm like, no. I look around. It was a cupcake jar on the floor of the plastic. I grabbed a cupcake jar, wipe it off, give it to him. He gave me the pen. Like, I ain't taking that. But he gave me the pen. I wrote the jar down. Sean Combs, Bad Boy Entertainment, Uptown Arista, right?
Wow.
Gave it to my mom. She ain't think none of it. 2 months later, I'm looking at videos and shit. Crack Mac video come on, Flavor in Your Ear.
Wow.
So when that shit go off, it's like Bad Boy Arista. I'm like, Bad Boy. I know that shit. Then I was like, hey, Ma, get that number out the safe. She come down with the number. We call it that shit off. I'm like, dang. You know what I mean? So we had some shit. And you know what's crazy? Didn't remember that. When I later on, I was, you know, my first record deal was going to be with Bad Boy.
Word.
I had a verbal commitment before I signed the Interscope.
Word.
Had a verbal commitment with Bad Boy. Not verbal, we shook hands. Me, him, Clark, and my man Tudor was up there. We shook hands. Boom. And then, you know, right after that, a week later, him and Shine and J-Lo got into that shit. Fuck my deal up. I was salty.
I wanted to bring the Interscope and all that up. Real quick, though, before we get into all of that, because it goes along. So, nowadays these rappers kind of got it easy, man. They got social networks. It's easy to put something out
Very easy.
quick, to get a quick buzz if it's half-eyed. Whereas back when you were coming up, you kind of almost told the story, but if you can go in a little more, how was it that you built your buzz besides being dope? But you mentioned you used to travel high schools and different places, play the Jaws and go to South Street.
Play the rap.
Yeah, and these kids nowadays, they don't know nothing about that life, man.
You know what's crazy? The internet is different from the streets, absolutely, but it's very similar too, because there's so many motherfuckers uploading music. Just because you put your shit on the internet don't mean you're gonna be seen or heard. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a motherfucker think he could live in his crib and green screen shit and just YouTube it and it's going, that's not it. And now these websites, they're becoming viable. You know what I'm saying? You get your shit on this joint, it's this. Everybody ain't whack that's sending their music up there, and they're not judging everything off of if it's hot or not. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, as far as I'm concerned, today is more dollar, it's more coin needed to make shit pop.
True.
You know what I'm saying? When I ran around in the streets, it was free. The bus, gas. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
We getting it in. That's that. That was pretty much it. The most you was paying for was like your 8x10 black and white.
Right, something like that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Studio time. Today is like, you can own all this shit in here, and it don't mean nothing if you can't push it to the next level. So you need a coin.
True.
Somebody with a heavy hand.
True.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's harder for you whack niggas today.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been hard on them. But it's crazy because you telling these stories about back in them days, and I remember them kind of days vividly, man. But so you mentioned Interscope, man, and I definitely wanted to touch on that. So you explained how to deal with that you had on the table with Rough Nation or Rough House. You explained your verbal joint with initially meeting Puff prior to even it being all the way, Bad Boy.
Right.
But so how did the Interscope joint come along? Because that's one story I haven't heard. I mean, I've heard a few things. Like I said, man, I do my homework and I talk to people. I mean, and then you mentioned Clark. I mean, I even heard there's a Trackmaster album somewhere in the tuck.
I got it on my phone. You know what's crazy?
I heard nobody ever heard this
show. I got it on my flag. Yo, you know what's crazy, cuz?
Is it a full album, though, real shit?
I wasn't going to bring my flash drive. Some said bring because I sent y'all music.
Word.
But it's on this flash drive that I just found. I got this flash drive back like 2 days ago.
Crazy, man. So, all right, let's not get ahead of ourselves, man.
It ain't all Trackmaster, though. It's Clark, Trackmasters, Rug from Philly.
Shout out to Rug in this,
every
man.
Philly producer that gave me beats before I got on,
Word.
I tried to get them a check cut off my album. TL Hot Runner, Don Groove, Zucon, Rug. I'm leaving somebody out. There's somebody I know. There was so many dudes, man, that was like looking out that believed in me before, you know what I mean? It was real.
So at what point, what year did this happen with Interscope? And again, how did that come about?
2001. It was just, Steve Stout was the last person we talked to. You know what I'm saying? And Clark had the bidding war going stupid. You know what I mean? It was real heavy. And we went back to the drawing board and they came with the bread. Shout out to the Scope.
Word.
They came with the bread, they believed in the brand. And it was dope, man. It was pretty dope.
That's what's up, man. I mean, and just in that, I mean, that's just up into 2001, and you already done and did things that most people don't ever get a taste of, a glimpse of.
Yeah, I'm grateful too.
And I mean, so much more happened after that, of course. At some point, you became a part of a little crew that some people might have heard of, called the Re-Up Gang, you know what I mean? Which was a pretty well-known squad, man.
Right.
So with the group, it was you, Ab Lava, and the Clips as well. How first of all, how did that come apart, man? How did that come about? Because that's some major shit right there, man.
One night, Clark Kent called me and was like, Pusha? I'm like, no. He was like, well, he's a fan of yours and he want to meet you. I was like, all right. He's like, I'm going to set it up. I said, all right, cool. A couple months went by, it never happened. Then he called me back again and was like, yo, you got to fucking talk to these dudes, man. They just got into a whole fucking fight in the club. He trying to talk to me. Somebody spit at him. Champagne bottles get to flying all this shit because he wanted to talk about you. I'm like, all right. he's like, they in New York, come up. So I shoot up New York. And when I come into the meeting, Pusha got 4 or 5 CDs in my hand. They all Philly joints, The Movement, The Heat Wave, joints that built the brand, Can't Think, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, he got shit that I ain't got. I'm like, damn, okay. So we get to talking and shit, and it wasn't really no plan. He just wanted to meet me and work with me. You know what I'm saying? Pusha.
Word.
Pharrell was there. So when he come in, him and this guy Rod Walker, I think they him and Rod got Star Trek or whatever the case may be. When he come in, he like, yeah man, you dope, Blasey Skip. So the conversation was just like not really headed to like a move. So I was like, damn, I thought I came up here to sign a Star Trek. So he started laughing and was like, man, I would love to do that, you know what I'm saying? But I just signed Snoop Dogg and I got this new kid. Well, he ain't new. He got Texas on lock, Slim Thug. You gonna hear about him. I'm like, Slim Thug, all right, bet. Ain't no more money though? He was like, no, right now. You know what I mean? So we laughed that shit off or whatever. And we had a couple good conversations. We exchanged numbers. That was that. Pusha hit me about a month later. No, I'm lying. What happened was he came to Philly on a pop-up up to Rug Studio. It was called Platinum Band. We was on 8th and Shelton.
Of course.
We in there. I'm working on one of my CDs, Miss Jade around, right? So we doing us. And I pop the headphone. I go into the other room, Dying Groove room, to get the headphones. I see somebody shimmering in the dark. Put the light on. I'm like, Pusha. He like, yeah, I was waiting on live. It was, I mean, I was so proud. I'm like, nigga, you in the dark. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So we take him in the other room. Niggas go crazy. Starts playing these joints. He fucked up. Originals. I'm A&R and them. Whatever you hear, the hooks, the melodies. I'm in here going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And he was impressed by that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So he pulled me to the side and was like, dog, I ain't got a plan, but just come down VA. I flew down. Get down there, they take me to the Star Trek studio. We in there. I got, you know me, I come with a bag of beats. I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to show
As you
off.
should, yeah, hell yeah.
So I said, yo, you gonna jump on something with me? He like, no, man, just go ahead. Just go ahead, man. I'm gonna sit back and watch. And I said, sit back and watch. I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, now I feel like he's scouting me, you know what I mean, on that type time.
Word.
I said, fuck it. I laid this joint down there called Just a B-Boy. To this day, this is one of my, not to me, like, I got a lot of dope records, but the streets fuck with Just a B-Boy. They really fuck with that joint heavy. So he was impressed. Then the boy Family came in. He like, yo, I fuck with you. I said, how much? You want to lay something? He said, bet. So, and that fucked me up. I thought Pusha would lay the record first.
Right.
Family like, no, let's go. We laid this banger called Out of Control, original, stupid. And we just kept doing that for a little while. And then one day we was staying in, we was all staying in Pharrell Mansion. And I heard niggas start yelling through the house, re-up gang. This shit echoing through the walls, re-up gang, re-up gang. I said, what's up? So the phone rang live like, re-up gang, nigga, that's the new name. I said, name for what? He's like, we gonna do a 4-man group, us, all of us, that shit. I said, word.
Shout out to Lava too, man.
So I come out my room, the Don room right down the hall, Pusha room downstairs, right? So I'm leaning over the door, Pusha looking up, he height, yeah, re-up, this, and the third. So the shit started taking form. We hit the studio. Once we hit the studio and we all agreed on the texture of the beats and we was in that, there was a rap after that. You know what I mean? And I know, my hip hop in Philly, we, you know what I mean, everything hard. Wasn't no Pharrells around this bitch.
Right.
So with that said, if a nigga gave you 30 beats on a CD, you listen to every one, hoping to find something. You know what I'm saying? If you needed a song sung and you wanted it to say a certain way, but you knew the singer couldn't sing and he couldn't write it, you gave him your idea. That's where we come from all night long in the studio. The clips was spoiled, my nigga. Like, they didn't, it was so funny to me. I be in there at 9 o'clock. The Pusha be like, yo, I'm ready, give one of my bitches. I'm like, what? It's 9 o'clock, cuz, like, come on.
Word, game time.
Man, we come here tomorrow. This shit is ours. This is the third. I'm like, man, fuck that. That's why you need to blitz this drink. I'm gonna sit in here. I used to have my bitches come to the studio all the time. Sometimes I wouldn't even be in there, but they think that's where I'm at. Like, once they got familiar with me, he probably just, nope, I ain't there, but that's where I hung at, pretty much. And, shit just started taking heavy form. And Malice, you know what I mean? No Malice now. Shout out to Malice and Pusha and Live and Re-Up. Forever fantastic for all that. But Miles wasn't rapping no more. He had said, fuck the game. If you listen to the first CD, Miles is only on 6 joints. Pharrell rapped on the rest of the freestyles to fill in for him. You know what I'm saying?
Are we talking about the
We Got It For Cheap
joint? Okay, yeah.
Volume 1.
Right,
with
right.
the chick on the front.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I remember Miles telling me one time, he was like, yo, it's hip hop spirit, my nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just love how you go, like the drop. And then Pharrell came in the booth one time, said the same thing, like, don't ever lose that. You know what I mean? And I don't know what it was they was talking about, because whatever it is kind of really natural. Like, I love music, and I love hip hop, and I love rap, and that shit'll never change.
But not everybody's born with that, you know. Or some people try to capture it. Some people try to make it who they are, but only a select few are. It's who they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you definitely embody that. So looking back at it now, and you mentioned We Got It For Cheap, man. That's such a legendary mixtape series, man, in the streets. Like,
he was fucking
legendary.
shit up.
Looking back at it, how does it feel to be a part of something, a part of such a legendary, not only crew, but the mixtape series?
It's bittersweet, man, because the minute I give it all the praise it is due for the talent side of it, I gotta bash it for the bad business side of it. Re-Up Gang was supposed to be the next NWA. That's how they was comparing us. It's Complex Magazine, Fader Magazine. Come on, man. You know what I mean? And for it not to go there, it ain't my fault. I don't do the business. I damn sure knew what to do, though. And I damn sure would tell Pusha, look, man, XYZ. You know what I'm saying? So it's bittersweet, man. You know what I mean? I miss my bros, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think about it. I probably got more footage of the Re-Up Gang than them and whoever the cameramans was. Like, I got shit. I got in stew shit, lava laying shit. I got shit. Like, I took it personal. That was my shit. I bought the first Re-Up Gang t-shirts on the road. They said Cannon's Ink on them. But why wouldn't I? That was my brand. They knew who the fuck I was when they came and got me. So when niggas always say, well, you know, you was still repping the Cannons. Hold up, fam. You don't build a brand like I did from nothing in the city where I come from, where everybody is dope. And on this side, you got the major figures. Shout out to Lava, Gil, Bump, Spade, Dutch, Bianca. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. So, you know, you got them over there. They bubbling. Then Sieg and them came out of nowhere. They fucking bubbling. And I'm trying to carve a niche in between all of this shit, and literally in between it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so when that made Pusha come find out who the fuck I was. He had those CDs, and that's what he respected. Cannon's Ink. Why the fuck would I put down my brand? Because I'm doing something else. The respect was already established. You know what I'm saying? Which is one of the reasons I kept yelling, yeah, Cannons on all the freestyles. This is me within this. You know what I'm saying? I was smart enough to know, listen, Cannons Ink can't do nothing but benefit from Re-Up Gang. Like, if I get in the Re-Up Gang and this shit propel us to where everybody knew it should go, what is Cannons Ink now? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. So we all grow together. But when I didn't see that happen, I had to pill. Simple as that.
I feel you. I can see why you say it's bittersweet, man. Those definitely good memories, and at the same time, you feeling like, damn, what it could have been.
I'm just
you know
now getting over that. Like, I got interviews where I know I was talking heavy, but it was my heart. You know what I'm saying? But today, I love y'all niggas, man. You know what I mean? Players fuck up.
Yeah. Shit, man. Now, you mentioned the whole the Cannon, and it's funny because I was telling people today you'd be on the show, and everyone that I spoke to on the phone or whatever, or a couple people I saw on the street, they was like, you Cannon. So, like, and we spoke about that logo or trademark, like your sound, that's you. People hear that, they know what's about to happen. How many people, like, do people, you walking down the street, someone see you and they just, you can, it's like, I know you hear that every damn day, right?
Yeah, and I love it.
I'm sure. And you were doing that, like you was talking earlier, man, where only one or two other people had a certain thing like that ahead of, that you knew.
And locally, I was the only one locally, but what made me want to have something to separate, like, first of all, whenever we do parties, I used to always want the backlight John. Like, damn, let's get the backlight and cut the C out. So when we put it up, it'll look like the backlight, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
And I was like, damn, I need something like that in my music. Like, I need a fucking bat signal, dog. And I came up with that shit. And I thought it was weird and shit. At first, but when it hit, I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy, man, because something that I did to be different is now the norm in my city. You don't have a crew without that. You got Black De Niro and F-A-A-A-A. You got Joey Jihad and Get a Gang. And, you know what I'm saying? So I love that shit. Like, when I see dudes and they got the tat right here, like, that's real shit. Like, because I took a fucking gamble doing that, nigga. The first C is on my neck. This didn't work. I came back to the hood, looked at my niggas and said, we gonna get the C's here. They was like, nah. Niggas who had tattoos was like, nah, bro, that shit hurt, and I know it did. Plus, ain't nobody gonna see it right away. I was like, all right, I'm gonna figure it out. And I went, and I said, man, put my shit right here. I came back, and I did like this. Niggas was out. Came back to the block, everybody see them. Yeah. It was the thing. You know what I'm saying? So, we definitely set a lot of trends and did a lot of firsts, man.
For sure, man. I mean?
And I don't, when I say that, it ain't to call other niggas biters. It's just, it shows me how innovative I was.
Exactly. Setting trends as well.
You know what I mean? Because when you can look back at it and be like, damn, look now. That's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
For sure. Now, like I said in the intro and like I was saying online and like other people said, you know, shit, I remember, again, when we were at the Cypher a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, man, before I even saw you over there, all I kept hearing was, that's a Philly legend right there. It's a Philly legend. I'm looking around, I'm like, where the legend at? And then I'm like, oh shit, it's Sandman over here.
Right.
So, with people referring to you as such, one, do you embrace that being called the legend, and how does that make you feel to be looked at as such by not only your peers but by fans in your city, man?
First of all, I think the term is used way too loosely.
It is.
Everybody's a fucking legend now. And I look at my work log and my catalog and be like, fuck the business moves, the deals and all. I just look at the catalog and be like, I don't know, bro. Like, no. Okay. I had a problem with it at first because before a motherfucker called me a legend, honest to God, I thought legends, you had to be dead to be that. That's what I thought. Then I started hearing about award shows and shit like on TV. Okay, legend. The respect and the things that people put behind it, I embody that. So I embrace that. I really believe I haven't broke my ceiling, let alone hit a pinnacle. You know what I mean? That might sound crazy to niggas, but it is what it is. Like, when you talk Sandman, you talk the streets of Philadelphia. You know why? I'm the only nigga here with my name that didn't have radio support. There's not another rapper in this fucking town that rang the bells like my name do with the respect my bars get that didn't have radio support.
I remember years ago you snapping about that.
Yeah, true that.
I remember years ago
true that.
The YouTubes and, you know, and you used to snap about that. And I used to wonder, too, like, you know, Bull over here, who's supposed to be the man of the city, giving everyone a play, and how do you ignore what you're doing? You know what I'm saying? Or you might hear it on a late John, but like...
You want to know what's the beauty in that, though, cuz? It seemed rough, and it felt rough for me. I was younger, though. You know what I'm saying? When you younger, cuz, you don't handle shit as classy, Freddie Blassie as you possibly can.
Of course.
I don't think as an older man I look at shit differently. No. I just look at shit other than. You know what I'm saying? Instead of having tunnel vision and just focusing on that, which I was doing back then. Like, man, this nigga, fuck that, this nigga wag, my music, but I started saying, the internet really helped me with that too, because that gave me an outlet to be heard other than the radio.
Word.
Then I realized, well, damn, I'm sitting here stressing about being heard in my town where my name do ring. I could upload this shit and be heard in Germany. I'm not tripping on that shit no more.
Right.
But the same day we seen each other, I was at Mitchell and Ness.
Peep that.
I come downstairs, Cosmic Kev standing there, him and Quilly. So I look at him, he say, we all right? I say, is we? We all right? So we both laugh.
That's cool.
So I said, I told him, I said, man, I'm the MC you be waiting, you've been waiting on. And he gave me a smirk and was like, man, I really don't wait on no MCs. I said, you know what I mean, man. You know what I mean. He's like, man, we just gotta have a conversation. So, you know.
Word.
And this interview you getting, I done deaded two things that niggas don't know me for deading. One, whatever happened with the re-up gang happened. Life goes on. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you I hate them boys. I can never tell you that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as close to pushing Miles as Lava is because Lava been fucking with him since like 02.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But those are my brothers. And I said that before, I say it again, and I was mad at my brothers. You know what I'm saying? But that's life. You understand? And then with Cosmic Cub, it was like, you know, I felt some type of way about that shit. And look at it though. We sit here talking about me being a legend. I never really had his support. That's dope as shit. That's why I accept being called a legend. Because my shit come from the muscle, period, point blank. And can't nobody say nothing different about that.
That's real shit. Yo, before we go any further, for those who tuned in, man, we're talking with Sandman right now.
Philly's finest.
We having a real conversation right now, man. Don't go nowhere. We're going to take a break in a couple seconds and spin a few joints. I just got 1 or 2 more questions, man. We were speaking about just you being the artist that you are, man. Besides having the substance in which your lyrics having substance, which a lot of rappers whack, your delivery, man, your flow is just like so crispy. It's just so perfect in a way, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people lack that as well. But like, again, besides the lyrics, because everyone who can listen can tell you spitting that shit, but not everyone knows the art form that it goes behind saying it the way you saying it.
Right.
How long, at what point did you perfect that craft, to perfect the way that you spit your words, you know? Like, how long into it, at what point do you feel like, you know what, okay.
I was 15.
Wow, that early on, huh?
It was a real lesson, though. This is the last story I'm going to give you, right? Back when we was doing the wild shit at the skating rink, me, my mom, and all them, the nigga said to me, he was like, yo, once we came up with everything we wanted to do, he was like, all right, we got to shoot a commercial. So I'm like, bet. He's like, we going to put it on Q102. I'm like, all right, Q102 was the shit this summer. This was the summer when I reminisce. So, you know, that shit was rocking on 102, right?
For sure, yeah.
So I'm like, all right, bet. He was like, so what you wanted to say? I was like, I got to say something about teen night, Daisy Dukes, me, my little sister, housewife, because she was rhyming back then. But
Word, shout out to Housewife, man.
Right, believe that. So I'm like, her name. He was like, wait a minute, man. Why don't you just write a rhyme about that shit? I looked up and said, you know what? That's dope. All right, bet. Went home, got the slam instrumental from Onyx. Fucked that joint up, right? So, do I remember that verse? It's like, I don't know, it might have been like 8 bars. Nah, I don't think so. But anyway, I wrote the verse and we got the Q102. So he was like, all right, you ready to lay it? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right, you got to wait on Zulu. So I'm like, Zulu? The Big Lip Bandit. The boy used to be like, yeah, stupid. Right? This nigga used to, if you don't know who Zulu was, Zulu used to have Philly fucking rocking on Q102. Shout out to Zulu, wherever the fuck you at.
Remember that.
My nigga. But anyway, he come out, he like, who's Stay Twine? Fancy ass rap name, right? I ain't have a rap name. That's my rap name. Right? So I'm like, what? So off top, I'm like, I don't even like this nigga, right? So we go in the joint. I'm mad as shit. So he like, yeah, man, talking about you gonna shoot a commercial. He talking heavy to me, right? It's just me and him. So I looked up. I said, yo, man, can you rap? He's like, can I rap? I'm a legend where I'm from. The question is, can you rap? Yo, I hit that nigga with so many bars back there, right? When it was time to lay my rhyme, he was a fan. So he's like, come on, my nigga, come on. Like, now it's like, you know what I mean? And again, this is my second time in a professional studio setting. I was recording niggas' closets. You know what I'm saying? We was doing it like that, you feel me? So, Q102, they shit high-tech to the motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Word.
So I lay my joint. I come out with the, yeah, nigga, that face. Like, yeah, that's just a commercial. Fuck you mean, right? He was like, you ain't do no ad-libs. I said, the fuck is ad-libs? He was like, what's ad-libs? And you in here talking all this shit, right?
Word.
I said, man, what the fuck is ad-libs, right? He was like, youngin', say your rhyme. Now I remember the rap. I said, Time to flip the script. PDP is in the house getting loose. A dance contest with some Daisy Dukes. Fly girls, fly guys. Come out the wild now. Don't be shy. Put your thing down. DJ Tech 9. Spinning the wheels of steel. I'm Daytwine. I rock the crowd at will. Club Wild was the hot spot. People come in flocks. If you're not there, you're square and you won't collect your props. Like that, right? So he was like, yo, the commercial hot. Ain't no fucking ad libs though. So he said, listen, go in the booth and out of whatever that is, pick the word you will want to jump out at a person and do anything you want behind it. Scream it, growl it, fart it. I don't give a fuck what it is. Just don't say it how you rapped it. I said, man, I'm going to fuck my record up. You know what I mean? Because it felt like outburst, which it was. But I didn't get it. Man, I went in there and started tripping. Time to flip the script. PD, in the house.
Word.
Dukes. Right, I'm
dropping
doing dumb shit.
Right.
He said, do all that shit again. I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. He was like, well, catch what you can and we'll get it. So we finally got it. Man, they played that shit back. I was like, oh, shit, that's me. Yo, it was jumping. Like,
sounded professional at that point.
Nigga, you couldn't tell me nothing after that. I was going to niggas like, man, let me lay my ad libs. Like, what? Like, listen, man, give me 2 takes, all right?
Word.
So from there, it just grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it's crazy because niggas really respect my ad lib game, and they don't know the science. Thank you, Zulu.
Word.
Because real rap, that shit count, bro, and you knew, and I didn't.
It's crazy.
And I be fucking them up off of that. But yeah, man,
that's a hell of a story.
That's
man.
how that shit went down, and ever since then, it was like once you can get, you master that, and then it become part of your rhyme. So, like, now you don't need the ad lib to throw that shit in there. You know what I'm saying? You just lean on it. Bang, now it's in there. Flow change. You know what I mean? That shit like, you know what I mean? I call it the AI. Shout out to Island. That's my nigga. If you get bad news, what's up, nigga? I call it the AI. My flow, the AI flow. That's what I call it. Oh, you never know what you're going to get or when I'm going to hit you with it. Bam, cross you. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, dropping crazy stories, man. I'm just glad you're here sharing them with us. Don't go nowhere, man. Before we get to that, bro, I do got one more joint, because when we come back, we're actually going to talk about the new project coming soon, Nostalgia.
Nostalgia, hosted by my bro Ace McClick-Clack.
Yep, shout out to Badlands, Miss McClick-Clack. We're going to talk about that, but it's one thing I want to bring up, man, that I noticed when we were at the Cypher, man, and I always respected you as a person. I never knew you personally, but I always respected what you stood for, your music and all that. But I saw something at this Cypher when I was in the cut and I overseen something. And after I heard what happened with my own eyes and ears, I was like, Sandman is the fucking man. For those who don't know, last month, these New York Bulls, they throw the Cypher up Union Square somewhere up New York every week. And shout out to them, legendary Cyphers, man.
Right.
They brought this event to Philly and down Love Park, and my people over at Marston House was promoting it. And I said, damn, this felt like, because I remember back in the day going to Love Park, when Cyphers and shit.
That was my first time in Love Park in my life.
Wow. So
hip hop brought me there.
Right. Ain't that some shit? And hip hop brought me there 20-something years ago. So, I'm like, damn, let me go down here. So again, I mentioned earlier how, boom, got to meet Sandman or whatever. So it might have been right before we took that flick you was talking about, maybe right after. But some New York boy comes up, I guess he was spitting some rhymes or whatever. And Sandman must have overheard boy saying some fly shit about Philly, some Philly rappers. And nobody said shit to him. But for some reason, Sandman felt the need to let him know, I heard what you said. And I don't want to speak for him, but it was something along the lines of like, I'm ready to bite your head or chop your head off or something along the lines like, but I don't know how the conversation went, but you let him know that who you are here, and that shit ain't cool. Like, it ain't, you know what I mean? It felt like you was standing up for the city at that moment.
What I did was warn him.
Right.
Listen,
and I was proud as shit. Like, yo.
Like, you talking this shit. Number one, like, I really do that rap shit, but you out of pocket. And you in Philly. And niggas don't take shit light. So you should lighten up. You know what I mean? Like y'all are guests.
Boy, it looked like a daring head. Like he was real, like, tight. His body wasn't loose, and like he just got real tight. I can see him in my head right now, and it was like, yeah, I know who you are. re-up gang, and like ball was shook at that point, and I'm just like, the whole night though, prior to that, ball in the cypher, all up. After that though, ball whole demeanor switched the fuck up though, and I was like, yeah, like Sandman held it the fuck down, man.
That shit was funny.
And so again, man, if you just tuned in, Sandman's in the building. I think we should go to a quick break, man. Let's spin a few joints, man. I'm gonna take a few puffs of this black, and we're gonna get right back. Yadibox.com, the takeover at 10, episode 117. We not new to this shit. Yeah. Welcome back. Once again, y'all, episode 117, the takeover at 10, Yadibox.com. Feedy just spun a few more joints, man.
Right, he was going in too. It's
yeah,
nice,
man, that's what my brother
Sand
do, man.
Cannon Blinch.
You know what I mean?
My nigga, you know what I'm saying?
And the good thing is now he got all them joints in storage, so you know we're gonna be spending them joints for weeks to come, months to come, man.
I got this new shit for you though, this nostalgia. Is that me feeding back?
Yeah, you know what? I think I turned it up a little bit. Let me put it back where it was.
1, 2. Right.
There you go. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna talk about, man. Nostalgia is on the way. I've been seeing you pumping them joints heavy out there.
Yeah.
When can we expect it, first and foremost, man? That's what the people want to know, man. We got a time frame yet, or you still working on some things?
It's dropping this month, definitely. But I can't give a.
Okay, well at least we got
give a date.
We got something to look forward to.
I just think when people like I've given dates and not made it, and it takes some of the sting out of it. You know what I'm saying? So I just say coming very, very soon.
Word.
But it's worth the wait. Trust that. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of bullshit floating around, man.
Talk about it. What can we expect from? I mean, the name, the title alone gives you a vibe of what we can expect. But
okay,
let us know what we can expect from this project.
On nostalgia, right? I'm a real fan of my predecessors in hip hop. Like, it's crazy that a lot of the dudes that I watched and grew up off of is now like my friends and old heads. Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick. You know what I mean? Rakim, like these guys, you know, Sean Brown, like, you know what I mean? Dope niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I think about hip hop today, man, niggas can rap, man. Some niggas can rap, okay? But one blueprint can never be everyone's blueprint. That takes all the specialness out of it. If you just like that, when you ride by a block, right, and all the houses is made of the same fucking brick, it's kind of corny. Like, damn, you know what I mean? All right, that's how they shit look. You get to the next block and every house made of brick, but this joint got stucco and siding, and you know they done put an extra porch on they puck. Like, I fuck with that house. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, you gotta stick out. You understand what I'm saying? And following a format ain't sticking out. It's following a format. I watched the whole Southern movement come in, right? And at one point in time, I would call it that. Like, it's the Southern movement. But it's not. Because so many niggas rap like they from down south right now, from the East Coast, that y'all probably be fucked up. Southerners are probably trying to figure out where this nigga from. You know what I'm saying? When at one point in time you knew he from up top, he from Philly, he from, you know what I'm saying? He from New York, whatever. I pride myself on that sound. Sounding from where I am. People say I don't make Philly music. Like, you don't sound like you from Philly. You know what that is? They're saying I don't follow the Philly format of rap. Meaning, I don't sound like everybody else. At one point in time here, everybody wanted to sound the same. You know what I'm saying? Because one flow was dope. Gilly had that flow. At one point in time, everybody wanted to sound like Gil. Shout out to Gil. You know what I'm saying? Gil, you already know how we used to, you know, just nuke bomb shit, if you will. Everybody wanted to sound like Gil. It just happened again recently with Meek. You know what I'm saying? But me, myself, I was a fan of hip-hop. And a fan of hip-hop everything was diverse. Everything was diverse. I would listen, like I watch videos and in 1 hour, I see KRS, Run DMC, Third Base, poor righteous teachers, special ed.
Yeah.
So they giving you all these flavors. And this shit is happening daily. Like, damn. So when I went to write my rhymes, my shit was all over the place because of what I was hearing. It was like I didn't know no one way to be. And being so different, you gonna find your niche because this shit is unorthodox damn near. Like rap just was different. Everybody was the shit, but they was different. And when you grew up off of that, to live in the now of hip hop and be like, damn, this shit like one long ass song. I don't knock nobody hustle, but you can't ask me, do I think like, damn, like, is it dope? If I say that's dope, then everything dope. Nah, that's not hot. It's alright. It is what it is. Some niggas love it. I don't knock that either. But when you talk to me and you fuck with my music, cause I want to say I'm an authentic author of East Coast music, driven by Philadelphia living. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit right there. And when I think about that, I think about my predecessors again, like the niggas I grew up off of, all that dope shit I was hearing, Crush Group, B Street, all this cool shit, right? So I'm like, damn, I need to do, I just want to do a project that feel like that. You know what I mean? Something nostalgic, like, you know what I mean? Just give niggas some nostalgia.
Word.
So I said, all right, bet, I'm gonna rap over those beats. Now what's fucked up and crazy about this is, I always rap over old school beats. I got joints on other CDs I'm mad I can't put on this project. Like I did Love's Gonna Get You Over. Get the fuck out of here. It's crazy. You understand me? Crazy. I'm a fan of myself. This shit was crazy. I know what KRS did. I took that and did it. You understand? I didn't disrespect it. When I redo shit, niggas be like, why he redo it like they did it? Because it's theirs. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get in my bag and be like, I want to fuck this over my way. We already know I say go on any beat. So if I do a freestyle, I'm really bigging up the nigga that I'm rapping over because most likely I'm a fan of that. Beats came out back in the day, everybody rapped on, I never rapped on them. Like, that man. The whole fucking city rapped on that beat. I didn't like them niggas at the time. I wasn't trying to like, you know what I mean? I was like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I just wasn't in it. Like, that wasn't my vibe. I was on some other shit musically, so I wasn't checking for that sound. But everybody fucked that up. Banned from TV. Everybody rapped on that shit. I wasn't moved. It's like, all right, I get it. But at this time, I'm an MC. So everything I'm hearing, I'm challenging. Believe that. Without ever thinking I'm gonna get a record deal, without any of that shit looking like it's gonna happen, my nigga, these guys was my competition. That's what you niggas lack. It's too many fans. Fans wanna be like niggas. I'm not a fan of none of that shit. Don't know clothing make me, man. Don't know jewelry make me. If I do any of that shit, it's simply because I want to. Not because I need to fit in with this set or, you know what I mean? Like, I call it swag rap because niggas got so whack. Clothes started counting in videos. Like, yeah, I mean, and nah, nigga, I really don't. That shit, swag cannot compensate for skill, ever. If you whack, you whack. If you hot, you hot. If you whack and you fashionable, you's a whack fly nigga. If you dope and you a bum, you a dope bum nigga. Simple as that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, niggas be making too much of this shit. And the industry makes too much of it, which puts the impression on you gotta be like, you ain't gotta be like shit. Motherfuckers stick to who they is and do that, this shit gonna get real live again. Because that's where the flavor at.
Man, you dropping jewels on y'all, man.
That's how I feel. Yeah, I mean, niggas probably like saying still.
I mean, I know a lot of rappers.
That's how I stand though.
I know a lot of rappers is either watching right now or they're gonna watch on YouTube in a few days, man. And I hope y'all are paying attention, man, because
niggas already know how I feel though. Like, especially my niggas in my age group and come from my school of hip hop, like we always, bid together and all. Come on, man. Like, what I stand for is what I thought everybody stood for. I just ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, real rap. Like, you know what I mean? I think what everybody did when we did it was dope how it was done. And I feel like anybody who stepped away from that did it because they wanted to, or they felt like this was the wave. That's cool. But I remember, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still that. So when y'all fuck with me, it's like we still in 90, whatever. And that don't mean the flow lead or we can't get on certain beats. Nigga, I rap on your heartbeat. But that's not the point. I'm just saying that my style of music is what made me want to make nostalgia, because that shit don't exist no more. It's almost like a relic. Like, I gotta be an old head now. I got to be old, because the shit I'm talking about is like me telling a new nigga about Crush Groove. Like, you know how many niggas rap who never seen Beat Street or Crush Groove? You niggas don't even do the due diligence of this shit. Like, you don't even know what you're doing. But you hot. You the man, fuck that. Like, hip hop.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? KRS said rap is something you do. Hip hop is something you live. That's real shit. The way I dressed and things like that coming up was all dictated by hip hop. Now you can say today it's kind of the same way, but it's just a little different. Everything's the same.
That's real shit, man.
You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. So fuck how you dress, and fuck what car you drive, and none of that shit. Because if you want to start talking that shit, everybody loses in that. Somebody has a hotter car than you. Somebody has more jewelry than you. Somebody has more clothes than you. You're only gonna be popping in the room you in until another nigga walk in. But when it come to being hot, if you that, nigga can't take that away from you, bruh. Nowhere. You could be dead and you still hot. Jail, you still hot. In both those places, you broke, fucked up, you lose everything, but you don't lose your respect. And niggas, niggas want respect for the wrong shit, man.
Yeah. Well, back.
Real shit.
Still speaking on nostalgia, man.
And all that shit is nostalgia. Everything I just said, the whole mind state is nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. And that's what you're going to get on this project. So I know a lot of people tuned in are looking forward to that, man. Is there any guest MCs you working with on this joint, or are you riding this joint solo, straight through?
No, I got some niggas on there. My man Caution, he can and ain't MC.
Word.
Crew member, he on there. Housewife on there. I got this joint. I redid 24 Hours to Live with me, Vargas, Merc, young boy Bruno Brown from Uptown, he hot. Shit, man. Magic. Man, I know I'm my young and Gunny H. There's some dudes on this joint, but I always throw niggas on my CD, man. That's one of the things I like to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? For me I don't feel accomplished in hip hop. Like, as far as where I want to be and what I feel like I deserve and what I work for.
Mm-hmm.
So when niggas be like, you give back, they be like, give back what? like nigga, I ain't throwing no turkey days of school drives. I ain't giving shit back yet. You know what I mean? This is my mind frame. Like, you know what I'm saying? My hip hop gotta lead to me being a philanthropist and a humanitarian and other shit that I want to do. That shit is just a platform for me to be great in other areas. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but fucking with these young niggas, and when I was doing the shows, the PCP joints, positive, I'm thinking about my mom shit. What the fuck did my shit stand for? Philadelphia Competitive Performances, right? PCP concerts. When we was doing them joints, everybody came through there. AR Ab, Quilly, Ness, Faka, you name them, they was there. And that's just the Philly support, Philly shit I be on, like, you know what I'm saying? So, fucking with niggas and putting them on a project, that's just mandatory for me. You ain't shit if you ain't gonna look out for a nigga. Like, I got an audience. It may not be the biggest, but it could be bigger than yours, more likely. And if that's the case, come on. And if your audience match mine, come on. Like, we just fuck with each other. Mm-hmm. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean?
For sure, for sure. And it's dope that you're doing that.
Never stop.
Yeah, because some people, like, they feel like they too good to be rocking with other people, or they got to be bigger than them or something. You know what I'm saying?
It's still a sport for me. Everybody know when I rap with them to bring their A game.
Bring the best out of other MCs.
Everybody knows when I rap with them to bring their A game. I bomb shit. I pride myself in bombing shit. I'm a battle nigga at heart, a cypher nigga at heart. I learned how to make songs later. Listen to me. I love hip hop. Hip hop, the nigga want to be number one. That's it. Everybody around here acting like they don't want to be number one. And then everybody sounding the same. What the fuck is going on? Like, it's the Matrix, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really Neo out this bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I am the one, and that's cool. You know what I mean? And you know, everything happened in time, man. Like I said, you know, with me and Kev, like for us to even have that conversation, that was dope, man. That was dope. We grown men, you know what I mean? And you know, I'm off it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? I would love to have my shit. Man, if my shit start getting played on the radio like half these niggas had that thing behind them, it's going to be a fucking problem because this shit is endless over here. I don't ever have to rap again. Ain't none of this shit hit the airwaves. It would just be retarded. It would be like playing catch up. Like, we going to run all this shit out first.
Before they even get to the new shit.
That's going to be bad for y'all niggas, man. Bad.
I hope y'all motherfucking rappers paying attention, man. So, Nostalgia, man, sometime hopefully the end of this month or so. What platforms are you dropping? You gonna drop it digitally? You gonna have some physical copies available as well?
Yeah, we trying to do it all the way around the board. I'm trying to get flash drives actually. Yeah, I mean, I would like to get niggas like you buy the flash drive. I'm not giving them jumps out, but you would buy the flash drive, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many gigs. My tech niggas be talking to me about gigabytes and shit, but we gonna get the flash drive, get it. You know what I mean, nice and, you know what I mean, has some bandwidth on it, which whatever you call it. And probably, you know, Nostalgia, you know, Crushmore, Sovereignty. Sovereignty was a dope ass CD. That shit was an album. I should have never gave it to y'all for free. That's just me loving hip hop and trying to feed the internet animal, but fuck that. But that'll be on there. I just want to give them like 5 CDs, all my videos and all that for like $5 or something like that.
Word.
If we do the flash drives, but the CDs, you already know how that go. Like, we in the streets with them joints.
All day.
I'm trying to catch these babies down South Street.
All day, man. So real quick, and we're gonna have to start moving on a little sooner because I want to make sure we get the full interview in before midnight when we gotta rock out. So being as though you came up and you was around back then and you was part of the early on you know, era, the golden era of not only Philly hip hop but hip hop in general. How would you compare it to today in 2015? Besides the internet, besides the obvious things you mentioned earlier, as far as all that, is there anything similar today to back when you was early on getting it in? No.
Talent, work ethic, nothing's the same. Fucking up. Nah.
I feel you.
Is a decline in originality. Is a decline in leadership, competition. And if a nigga do want to be in competition with you, he ass bone and somebody's just telling him he's out. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. No, it's nothing the same. It's nothing the same. But you know, I don't trip because I look at this shit. It's really, really funny to me. I remember like being young and my mom and them listening to like Curtis Blow and Melly Mel and Grandmaster the Flash, right? I'd be like, man, if you don't play some Kane or something like that, some Dougie, like
right.
shit, right? And it was like old music to me. So when I look at what's going on now, and like these motherfuckers, like, and this is crazy, but like Biggie is really an old rapper to these, these, like they are the new Curtis Blows of this shit.
Some people can't even spit a Biggie. Like, who was that? The boy Fetty Wap. They asked him if he could spit a. He's like, I know who Jay-Z is, the businessman. He's like, but I can't spit a Jay-Z line.
I mean, that makes sense. Where's Fetty Wap? Hold up. Where's Fetty Wap from?
He's from Jersey.
No, that don't make.
That fucked me up too.
That don't make no sense.
I always thought he was a down south boy.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah, he's from Jersey.
You close. That shit's sickening, bro.
Yeah, that was a little disturbing.
That
right
is
there.
bad, yo.
So
I mean, damn. How old is dude?
He's a young boy. I'm not sure quite how old he is, but I would think maybe early 20s. Probably not even 22, 20. I don't know. Don't get me.
I think he's like 20 years old.
Yeah, about that. But even then, though, man.
My son's 12, right?
Exactly.
Shout out to Day Jr., Lil Sam. This nigga know about Herschel Walker. He played for Longcrest Lions.
My man.
See, 12, man.
My young boy's the same way.
12,
my youngest is 16. He can spit a
Biggie
Biggie
in
to
the
you.
club twerking to Jay-Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, you would think, like, put it like this, like, shit, I could spit Motown joints that my mom was listening to growing up.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Here's where
so it's
there's
like,
2 things that could add to this. One, you front that place. Jay-Z was popping there. So
exactly.
Rule that out. Niggas know who Jay-Z is in New Jersey. That's bullshit. Everybody. That's like, you ain't know, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Unless you like 6. Then you can say you don't know.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here, man. The nigga was too impactful, right? And it's New Jersey. Like, stop it, right? So That, or you know, you just like you ignorant and just really don't give a fuck about what was going on prior to. And a lot of niggas is like that, but I take that back, man. It ain't even ignorance. It's like I had to get older to care about certain history. You feel me? Like, hold up, maybe that shit do matter. You know what I mean? Whereas though niggas wasn't giving me that knowledge. I think if certain people get told certain things, then they'll see shit differently. You know what I mean? But then, does it matter? Like, I just got finished telling you, niggas is looking at substance rap and things of that nature is like artifact music. Like, you know what I mean? Like that shit. I mean, you can't even really get too messagey with these niggas today without making feel it uncomfortable.
Right.
Which is
Can't
weird because you know
much.
in reality, like everything's reality TV, so everything out in the open. But once you start touching certain shit, niggas get uncomfortable. Like, look, you heard Little Lean Bean record, Sandra Bland?
No, I haven't. I like Lean Bean too, man.
I already told you, Bean. Mean.
I need to hear that.
That shit hard, cuz. Yeah, you do.
I do need to hear that.
And that's the kind of record.
Shout out to Lean Bean, man.
Like, that's the, like, yo, man.
See, I'm into records. I already see where you're going with it by saying.
It's hard, though. Like, it's hard to do that. I got a joint on my CD Sovereignty called Willie Lynch. This shit is the wildest. Then I got a joint after that called Anything. These records is
See, and that's the type record. What was the name of that Tink record that you put me on to a while ago, Miz? Don't Shoot, right? You heard this shorty Tink? She was on the Freshman John, whatever. She got a record called Don't Shoot. You heard that? Retarded. Like, crazy. Like, that's the message we need more of. I ain't saying that's what it got to be all about, but we need more records like Don't Shoot. We need more records. I didn't even hear Lean Bean John yet, but like
was
that.
Though? Like,
it was. Like, it was providing
like, yo, the whole PE wave, I say this all the time. I remember breakdancing to PE, man. Like, 911 was a joke and shit like that. Missed the whole fucking message.
Right.
We missed the whole message. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Self-destruction.
We caught that. Yeah. We caught self-destruction was too real.
Yeah, because that was right there in your face.
It was what it was. Like, come on, man, we headed for self-destruction. Like, you got that.
No,
like, your mom got that
joke.
when you walk by.
That was
other
more of
shit, though, like Welcome to the Terror Dome. 911 is a joke. What was the other one, man? What was the fucking one, man? Where he said, "Motherfuck him in, John."
Oh yeah,
that joint.
The joint that was in the beginning of Do the Right Thing.
Listen, these niggas, man, they was dropping it like Poor Righteous Teachers and shit like that, and we was really partying and dancing to the music because it was dope. But you know,
but it had a message as well.
My point being, hip hop always been conscious of itself and its surroundings and got that message out. Everybody getting ready to go run CNWA movie. Believe them niggas had a lot of shit going on with them, but it was rebel music too, like in its own form. Like, it was definitely, they talking about how the police, they was talking about gang violence and all that shit. They was talking about the police too though, like how fucking wild they is and all that cool shit. Like, so, you know what I mean, it play into a lot. Like, you know what I mean, when they gave you MWA, we all had to imagine what that was. Boys in the Hood came out. Niggas who heard NWA felt like we was waiting for this. You know what I mean? Like Crenshaw and all this cool shit. Q was rapping about that shit for years.
Prior to us.
So when they parked up and all of that, East Coast niggas felt like, damn, like that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because we was already privy to the music.
It's true.
That fuck with your imagination. That come from creativity. Them niggas being them. You understand what I'm saying? It couldn't have been a million NWAs. That would have been fucking stupid. You know why? Because a million niggas didn't feel like that. Not at that time. Everybody want to rap just like that now. Get the fuck out of here, man. It wouldn't have worked. It just wouldn't have worked. So, being as though they was able to get their message off, that shit got through. And they had a lot of fun with that shit too. Like, NWA was creative. Like, the world's biggest dick. What's the song? Don't matter, just don't bite it. Oh, man.
Yeah,
nigga, that shit got me on punishment,
man.
So many times, my nigga.
Yeah, I had to sneak the joint. You know what I mean?
My mom loved rap, but them niggas was too foul for my mom.
Yeah.
That's hard to be, my nigga. Like, she loved hip hop. Everything I ever heard came from a record leaned on a speaker she brought. UTFO, Bite It, Dougie, Lottie Dottie, My mom was bringing them joints. I was vacuuming to that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we in the barbecue setting up, chicken. My block like, yo, they be wilding down the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it was.
Shout out to Mom Dukes, man.
Yeah.
And yo, not for nothing, I told a story, and you mentioned Crush Groove, man. My mom provided all my early hip hop. My first cassette ever was the Crush Groove soundtrack. I still got it to this day. She copped me the movie. She rented it off of Germantown Ave and never returned it. Straight got them for the John VHS John. I don't remember the spots between Lehigh and Hunterdon, and had the VHS. But anyway, and then my mom would cop me like the Kid and Play Johns, the Jazzy Jeff Johns. But when it came to NWA, she wasn't copping that for me.
Yeah.
When it came to 2 Live Crew, I was telling mine's Luke Skywalker. I tried to tell her it was some Star Wars shit. You know what I mean? She found out about what it was when cop it. But my mom supplied that hip hop for me.
My mom saw
though.
that fucking cover dog with them 4 bras standing, them niggas laying under them girls.
Yeah,
like,
mom was like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, that shit was great. That's when it was real though. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
And it was crazy. Like when I say how Kara said rap is something you do, hip hop is something you live. I see that in my parents because like the movies they gave me, all of them shits wasn't about rap. But it was still hip hop, like The Last Dragon, the Black Last Dragon.
Definitely hip hop.
Leroy.
Yeah.
Showing up. Nothing but hip hop. The nigga popped out the joint he had on shelves. You know what I mean? Niggas see me in Pumas today and be like, Meek. I be like, shout out to my youngin' because he definitely doing him. But stop that shit because I was doing this since Crazy Lays took his pups off in B Street, like with the windbreaker and all that shit. Like, don't do that to me. I lived this shit. Used to buy mad paint hats and do my joints up and all that, you know what I'm saying? Like I was really a hip hop boy.
That shit,
break dancing, all that shit. Like I did all that shit, dog. I used to draw. I was fucked up, man. Like that shit was worse than the crack epidemic, man. This rap shit, dog. Like that shit swept through. Niggas could do that. It wasn't no rap. Cardboard boxes outside.
All that.
Yeah.
So let me ask you real quick, man. Say a young boy watching right now, he writing his rhymes. He might be nice too, man, but he don't got no idea about the business aspect. If in a quick little rundown, can you give him some advice what to watch out for? Maybe give him a little advice because he might have a meeting with someone on Tuesday, but he don't know what the fuck he's about to walk into. School the young boy real quick, and quick if you can, my man, please.
If you're a young boy and you got a deal coming on Tuesday, damn, that's vicious, right? Take your mom. And if she ain't on point, have her call or contact a well-respected music and attorney, you know what I'm saying? Or something like that, you know what I mean? Don't sign shit. Ain't nothing 30%. Like 30% of nothing. No royalties, no points, no publishing. You know what I mean? None of that. Don't give none of that up. Fuck all that. And start your own LLC. Learn how to manipulate this fucking internet. Put some money behind your promotions. Be your own boss.
That's as real as it gets. Speaking of up-and-coming artists, man, is there maybe 1 or 2 out of this new era of Philly, specifically Philly, who wasn't around back in your day, might have just popped up in the last year or 2, but you're in the cut like, I see you or I hear you, and you got a little respect for them, or you see something positive coming from them? Is there anyone that you can mention right now? Or they might not be worth, you still waiting to see a little more maybe? Or is there anyone, maybe one, that you feeling?
It's a lot of new niggas, man.
It is. It's a handful of them, man. And I don't want to have you like leave people, saying they say my name, but is there one though that you,
please,
that you truly think, you know what, this young boy, I think he might got it.
I see some faces. I'm trying to, okay. Oh man, I'm not. He ain't gonna let me let this down, right? But my little cousin, right? His name Deuce Scheme. He got a company called Grind Right, 22nd in Ontario. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, my cousin Shiz, my cousin Av. But this my little cousin, right? This nigga, man, since 14, like just been pounding. At like 14, he watched me do Cannons 8 and started his own company. Got the logos made up. He had his niggas in his hood, and this shit is morphed into something. But I want to say, as an artist, he has grown. Flow, subject matter, he got it now. And my cousin hard-headed, like he hard-headed. I love you, Dean, but you was a thick-headed little nigga. And yeah, I mean, today you get it though. And he ain't little. Dean, my height, my weight, like big nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking for him to make a dent. And other than him, I got another little nigga named Fanatic. Special. He ain't a rapper. He more like a little rock star. You know what I'm saying? I got him on a couple joints, couple of my projects. You know what I'm saying? Tough. All around artist. Show. Stupid. You know what I mean?
Word.
Dean is like a me. Like, you know, it's just, I'm gonna give you this shit, nigga, and you gonna take it. Fanatic is like, I fuck around backflip out this joint. Like, you know what I mean? And he can sing, he can rap. He wild. He now, but he then. Fanatic is the perfect blend of now and then. That's what makes me a fan of this kid. Like, he understands what it was, but he knows what it is. And he teeters that line real well. I'm excited for him. And you know what I mean? You know, that's one of my cannons, and Baby Boy Hot, you know what I mean? Doing his thing.
No doubt, man. Shout out to them.
And shout out to everybody else that's grinding, that you know I know you hot and all of that, but you know what I mean? That's cool, but I'm talking about Dean, as in I'm getting ready to watch him go from caterpillar to butterfly in this hip hop shit. And Fanatic, as in superstar right now. So that's why I said what I said.
Yo, I know we running over time, y'all. Thank you for staying in with us. And if you're watching right now on YouTube, it's that time already. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you share, man. We in here with the OG Sandman. We about to approach the overtime portion now, where the main part of the interview is pretty much wrapped up. But I just want to help the people get to know you a little bit more. And I got about 5 questions where it's pretty much just one word answers for the most part. So football season is upon us.
Eagles.
My man, can I get that? You all ready? That's where it was going with it. All right, so growing up as a child, man, what was your favorite TV series? Whether it be, you know, Jeffersons or something along them lines.
Different Strokes.
Different Strokes was in my mind too. Bam. All right, favorite rapper of the 80s, pre-1990, only of the 80s.
Big Daddy Kane.
All day. Growing up, man, what was your favorite cereal? Yeah, we getting to know Sandman today and his favorite cereal as a child.
I was greedy, man. I had a bunch of boxes.
What was the main John on the fridge you grabbed, though, dog?
Frosted Flakes.
Okay, I still fuck with Frosted Flakes. Heavy. All right, somebody said, yo, man, you earned this. They want to make you whatever it is you want to eat, your favorite dish. What are you going to tell them to make you? Whole plate. Like, what plate are they going to bring you? What's your favorite dish?
Fried chicken breast hard. Mashed potatoes. Cheese broccoli.
I fuck with all that.
That's
too.
my favorite dish.
I fucks with that too. Tell them make 2 plates. Pass me 1 too. All right. Boom. So we're on food. I'm gonna just keep it on one more joint.
My favorite snack in the whole fucking world is a chocolate chip cookie. Nothing fucks with chocolate chips. Nothing. Don't leave your shit around.
Chips
me.
Ahoy or Nabisco?
It's 2 things that I could never sell: weed and chocolate chips.
Shh,
Never.
you fuck them all up.
Fucking all the profit up.
All right. And it's funny because I already had it written down. I'm gonna show you, but you mentioned it earlier. Beat Street or Crush Groove, and this is before you even brought them up. I already had it written down before you even mentioned them. Beat Street or Crush Groove, and they're both classics. They're both love. You can only pick one though.
Beat Street.
Beat Street.
Yeah. You know why?
Cause hip hop don't stop.
It was real. Rainbow. Listen, Rainbow died because the nigga couldn't be as talented as him, was hating him. You know how many bastard spits out there I want to just throw to the motherfucking third world? You understand? That's real shit, dog. That shit was real. Rainbow had to get his B in a fucking crib, nigga. His pop was wild and calling these mighty goons, throwing his paint cans
Real
up a fucking
shit.
crib. Then you had Charlie, Big Dreams. Man, we gonna perform in a Roxy. Nigga, mom looked at him crazy like, Roxy, what do you know about that? Fucking taking risks with this nigga career. He go in there, bluff the nigga. You wanna see Double K? Be here on Friday. Come out Double K like, nigga, what's up with the... Trust me, I got you. That's all real. I lived though. A lot of that shit, dog, I went through. Like, that movie is hip hop. Did you see? It was so real in the movie, nigga. This how real these niggas was living that they captured these moments. Remember when they came in late and they was asleep in the crib? The mom came in, cut that shit up. Niggas kept sleeping.
Still sleep.
She cut that shit off. Everybody wake up. Oh,
like,
what the
what's
fuck
going
going
on?
That's real. That's how I woke up for school many of mornings. Man, this shit got to go off.
They capture that shit.
Get the fuck up. Oh, all right, you right. Yeah, what I'm saying? That's real shit. What else happened in B Street that was just stupid?
All kinds of real shit.
When his mom said, eat your cereal, that nigga said it's the big deal about eating oatmeal. When all I feel is tired for real. Cause my rap too slick, my tongue too quick, my talent like a magic trick. His mom said, eat your eggs before I break your legs. Now you know where your gallant talent came from. That's me and my mom all fucking day long, my nigga. Throwing back raps and stupid shit. Like, I love B Street, dog. That's
great movie, man.
That's my #1 movie. Period. And if you a rapper and you ain't seen it, you a fucking asshole. Yo, you're not doing your science, my nigga. Go find out what made this shit real and see the journeys, my nigga. Like how this nigga was breakdancing in the hood and they meet a bitch and she like, yeah, come down to my school. And they doing ballet and shit. They ain't even on the hip hop shit. Lee go in there, turn his hat back with his leather bomb on and start fucking him up. They cut him off, tell him, all right, we gonna talk to you. They like, that's it? You ain't bring us down here to be part of the show? You don't want our flavor? Oh, you want our flavor? Let me get our fucking tape, cuz. I'm keeping this shit. Shit was real, dog.
How about the subway scene? If the I always wonder, what if the cops didn't come when the two crews met? I know they end up seeing each other later at the Roxy, but that subway scene was so epic.
I'm gonna tell you what hurt me about
so
B Street.
Epic.
Lee ain't get off in the Roxy.
Damn.
Lee didn't get off. When Lee came in that fucking house party when his brother wanted him to stay home, he owned that.
Yeah, I remember that. He was
in the Roxy, and you can see it in his face in the movie, nigga. When they put the camera on him and he got up, you can see it like, damn, he got it on his face like, damn, I fucked this shit up. Fuck the movie. We breakdancing. This is really the Rocksteady crew. This shit real. They was filming it, but them niggas really was two separate crews. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah, real life shit.
Man, that shit was
all right, so I got one more, man, and we're gonna have to hurry up and roll, man. Ready to Die, Life After Death. Can only choose one.
Ready to Die. Like, oh shit.
Can only choose one.
You gonna put them against each other?
It wouldn't be easy. I mean, I can't make it easy. It's gotta be tough. You know what I mean?
It's like one long out.
You can only choose one.
My favorite rapper, right?
I know now.
Can't nobody fuck with Biggie, dog. Cut it out. I don't wanna hear that shit, man. Don't ask him. Don't Tupac me, man. Don't Hove me, man. And don't Nas me, man. And after that, you can't talk to me. If you're not talking about them three, we can't even conversate about Smalls. But this how I say it. Nas is the most intelligent out of all the niggas on wax. Okay? Dumb smart. Stupid. This nigga rap backwards to y'all. Okay? It's that guy. This nigga was a gun. Him. Stupid. Pac, the most emotional out of the bunch. He knew how to tap into Dear Mama, Brenda Got a Baby. I respect Pac for just being him. Jay-Z and Biggie Smalls. This week you can leave these two in the same ring all day.
Can only choose one though, man.
Big, nigga, you already know.
Well, not that, but the question was one album though. Which
Life
big
After
album?
Death already?
Yeah.
That's corny.
I know, but the airplane boss said you can only bring one. With shit, it ain't even CDs now because you got them all probably on your phone or iPod. But for some reason, whatever the case may be, you can only bring one of those albums with you.
I'm taking Life After Death with me. I got to. One is more music. It's a double CD. Need more music. And two, I just like listening to the nigga after he stood through a storm. You feel me? Like they murked him. That's rough. But he stood through a storm. Life After Death was him coming out of that shit untouched. After the nigga said he fucked his wife. Tried all that gimmick, all that shit that Pac threw at him. Video with the fake Big and all that. Video with the fake Biggie and all that. I think Life After Death was just big, shining through all of that shit. And I felt that too, like how he was laughing and shit and hypnotized and all of that kind of shit. Like, yeah, I mean, definitely. I definitely would take Life After Death. I just have a different appreciation on. Like when I brought that CD, nigga, I thought I was gonna get all the videos and it was gonna be, you know what I mean, what came with Ready to Die.
Yeah.
So to purchase that shit, and he did, and it's
unfortunate.
like, wow, you know what I mean? And then to listen to it and to hear the growth.
Yeah. It was crazy from one album to the next.
Hey,
what was dope
that
about
nigga start getting crazy.
It was like 2 albums. You had your more serious song, then you had the party John. So
hey man, that Long Kiss of Goodnight.
Serious shit, man.
I wonder what hip hop would be if Biggie fired back at Pac like Pac fired at Biggie.
Listen, man.
Puff put a muzzle on that man. Don't feed, we bigger than that. Let's get this money, baby. They shady, we get shady. Dress up like 80, burn them through. Boy, man, that boy was stupid, man. It was just too, I don't care. They used to tickle me. They used to be strong as Ripple B. To Little C's crippled me. Now I play hard like my girl nipples be. The game sour like a pickle B. Y'all know the rules. Now that's real silly. BBB, right? But then he go right in on you. Y'all know the rules. Move from BK to New Jerusalem. Think about all the planes we flew, bitches we ran through. Now the year's new. I lay my game flat. I want my spot back. Take 2. Like that's what I was hearing on this joint. Like, oh shit, boy. Like man, fuck all that. I'm that boy, and it's on. But they took it. I mean,
R.I.P. B.I.G. man.
R.I.P. Tupac too, dog. I'm not
sure.
biased. Like I don't want to see no nigga took off Earth before his time. That shit corny. Niggas died behind. I really believe if they could have a conversation, Biggie and Tupac needed what Biggie and E40 had. Shout out to yo, niggas don't understand. I've been fucking with E40 since Sprinkle Me, man. Like I always fuck with dudes. So when I found out they had their little running in conversation, I was like, wow. It kind of makes sense they wouldn't like each other. They kind of like the same nigga, just on 2 different coasts. 2 big, fat, Kango rocking, fly toothpick, glasses, sling, bitches. They was the same nigga from 2 different coasts. You understand what I'm saying? To me, I don't give a fuck what y'all think. To me, Fonzarelli is the West Coast B.I. He's him, but if a nigga say, who he remind you of on the East Coast? I'm gonna say Biggie all day long, just with the demeanors and the mannerisms and you know how he 40 stayed fly and all that cool shit. It was dope.
For sure.
I wish them niggas talked though, you know what I mean? I did. Rest in peace to them. Freaky Ty. Everybody. Chinks, drugs. Niggas is dying every day. I got 3 dead rap homies. Rest in peace to my nigga Don Quan. Rest in peace to my young boy Spittage Wayne Ave.
R.I.P. Spittage.
Rest in peace to my nigga Q Don from 9 Brigade.
Q Don.
That list go on, man. So
For
you
sure.
know.
But look, man.
He from up here.
Again, man, I just want to really thank
fucking boy.
Sandman for coming through, man. This has by far been our most in-depth interview. I ain't even gotta watch it.
Too,
yeah, I ain't even gotta watch it to know this has been definitely in my top 3, man, for sure. Again, man, we got to learn a lot about his past. You got to hear some crazy, dope original stories. You even got to find out his favorite dish, favorite cereal, and all that shit. So we took it there. But again, man, thank you so much for coming by. And one last time, man, shout out the project again. Any links, any last minute shout outs, and we gonna get up out of here.
First of all, follow me on Twitter at AKA Sand Cannon. That's Twitter, AKA Sand Cannon. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Sandman _ AKA Sand Cannon. You know what I'm saying? I got my own website, yeahcannons.com. YEAH Cannons, the regular way, everything spelled properly. And just be on deck for that nostalgia shit, man. This Cannons ain't wave. Y'all know how heavy it was. I ain't stupid, you know what I mean? I know times have changed. I did a lot of things, you know what I mean? Whereas though, you know, my grip on things just wasn't the same because of a business. Like when I did re-up, a lot of shit fell back as far as what I was doing in the city because I wasn't in the city. But my nigga, when I tell you the return of shit is getting ready to be stupid, Cannons ain't the brand, the label, the squad is on. Nostalgia is the new project, dropping this month, hosted by Philly's #1 street DJ, mixtape DJ Ace McCloud, you know what I mean? Spokesman on board. And I'm dropping an album this year too. And it's called Yikes. It's an acronym for Yes, I Kill Everything Seriously. Yikes. Yes, I kill everything. Seriously. Yikes. That's the new shit. So you be hearing it is all over nostalgia. And you know, man, just keep your bars up, man. Stay thorough, stay true to yourself. I mean,
Word.
shout out Cannon Zinc, nigga. The brand. You hear that? The brand.
You heard it here.